Yes, this is your boy HD, aka the Code Breakers, coming at you from a very undisclosed location somewhere in Canada, breaking code while I'm hiding in plain sight. Yes, and guess what, guys? I've broken another code. Because I'll put it like this, there's been a lot of things going on with the weather, some natural, some unnatural. And I guess you could say there's a part and a part. And for me to say that every single typhoon, flood that has been happening since the period of August of 2017 is, if I said that all of that stuff was related to just man-made stuff, I would be lying. Some of this stuff, these weather events, these weather catastrophes, these floods, hurricane, tsunamis, typhoons, mostly floods, most of them are actually not done by the governments. Because we all know that there's lots of weather modification programs out there. That's nothing new. We all know this. But one thing I can tell you is that this is something else. Um, And Mother Nature has been raging. She has been raging with a vengeance. People are dying. Everything's getting flooded. She's been raging. Mother Nature is on a warpath. And one thing I did notice is that since 2012 hit, supposedly we are in the age of Aquarius. I wonder. Massive floodings and the new age of Aquarius. Could there be a coincidence? Obviously. The proof is in the pudding. And one thing I have noticed is that right now, I'm in a very undisclosed location somewhere in Canada breaking code. And one thing to tell you is that in Ontario, I give you guys a clue. Ontario doesn't mean I'm there now, doesn't mean I'm there tomorrow, but I just said Ontario. In Ontario, the most popular beach in there is Woodbine Beach. That's almost flooded. There is a special amusement attraction called the Ontario Place that has already been flooded. And from what I've been seeing since August of 2017 is that there's been a flood almost every day, every month, just in a different country. And if Indonesia's flooding, Colombia's flooding, Jakarta's flooding, um, and then on top of that, we have Paraguay flooding. We have floods in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is being flooded right now. This is lots. I can't go through the list. There's just so many, but there's a lot of countries that are being flooded right now. And guess what, guys? I broke another code. This is the start of a new age. It really was since 2012. From all the documents I've read, they got 7 years from 2012 to try to put into their one world order, their one world government. Cause like, yo, it's in the books. It's hiding in plain sight. Albert Pike's Guide to the Three World Wars. Everybody knows about it, right? Albert Pike, a Freemason, a Grand Master level 33rd degree Freemason, and his 3 steps to take over the world and establish a one world government by establishing 3 world wars. And the one thing I like to point out, I read the guideline, I read the document. World War One, World War Two, based on the document, went exactly to plan. And now tell me that, is that shit not spooky? Is that shit not spooky? And then World War Three is basically getting Israel and the whole Arab Muslim world to fight against each other until they're mutually destroyed, and then there's nobody to save them except for the government, and then that's when they have the one world government put in place. So one thing I like to point out is that, is this really going to happen? World War One did. World War Two did. Well, World War Three happen as well. Probably. Probably. Because the first one did, and the second one did, and the third one is part of their plan. And what they do, they use tactics. The tactics to start the war against the Muslim world is to create something called terrorism, which is absolute bullshit. And that's what it is, And guess what, guys? This code has been broken. This is your boy HD, aka the Code Breakers, coming at you from a very undisclosed location somewhere in Canada, breaking code and hiding in plain sight while I'm doing this. And guess what, guys? The code that has been broken is this: the whole earth is slowly being flooded. The age of Aquarius is here. Things are changing. The new age is upon us. They pretty much got until 2020 to make sure it's as worse as it can get. So I hope you guys have seen this video, because it's time that we all wake up together. If they got so much organizations that they got the CRB, the Illuminati, the Federal Reserve, the Rosicrucians, there's so much, man. I can't even go on. But if they got groups like that, let's form a group together. Let's find a resolution to this problem. And this is your boy HD. And guess what, guys? This transmission is over.